we go, baby. Art of Ram is back. Here we go. Stoked to be back in the house. My name's Swamp Truck. Welcome to the Third Layer Skate Park. Let's teach you guys how to skateboard. Today, we're talking about a hidden trick that's going to unlock your frontside roll-in and bigger ramps. I'm talking about the frontside roll-in drop-in. That's right, my friends. No one's ever taught this in the history of skateboarding that I know of. I've never seen it on YouTube. Have you? Comment below. Here we go. We're talking about building our mentality up to rolling in frontside. You're not a straight up expert bull rider or intermediate bull rider in that fact if you're not rolling in frontside into a bowl. Let's get you there. That's what we're here for. Welcome back to the Art of Ram again. Let's send it. All right, you guys, let's teach you how to do that frontside rolling drop in. First thing you're gonna need to know, you're gonna need to know how to drop in. You're gonna need to know the frontside rollout to gain some momentum and some confidence, especially as we're building our foundation up to doing frontside roll-ins in the shallow end and then eventually the deep end. We're gonna wanna know how to roll out. Lastly, you gotta learn how to breathe out right away on the exhale. You know how I've been doing it all these years. There's only a couple things that are gonna save your when you're out there skating. Getting low, breathing out, and fully committing, ramming it down. That's what it's all about. First things first, we've already learned that frontside rollout. Now we're approaching the coping, all right? So once you get out, one thing that always sets myself up for success is tic-tacking up to this. As I come out, whatever position my feet are in, I'm gonna have to make a little bit of adjustment. I make my adjustments while tic-tacking and hopping around, or as I like to call it, dancing around on the skateboard. Here's a link to that video right here if you haven't seen it yet. But essentially, I'm jumping around and I'm setting my feet up as I'm tic-tacking and looking exactly where I want to go. That's right, I want to go into the shallow end. I want to go over the edge. I want to get my body into a drop-in. Again, we're prepping out for that frontside roll-in. Just like the front side tail slide video that we did out in Des Moines, you want to have your foot similar in that position. Your front foot is going to be behind the front two bolts, toes are over the edge. Back foot is going to be in the back pocket. You're using your heel and the arch of your foot to scoop and manipulate this board into a frontside drop-in. All right, that's where you're going to start. You're going to approach the coping. You're going to do a skater stop. We talked about the skater stop many years ago. Watch that video. Get up there, use your heel to hit the brakes. Look how close I am to the coping, 3 inches away. I'm going to keep inching closer and closer to that coping. Toes over the edge, back foot on the arch. Body, let's talk about our upper body as we're doing this now. I want to be pointing where I want to go, all right? Just like the master disaster, Dwayne Peters wanted to point down into that acid drop rolling. We're doing that exact same thing. We're pointing where we want to go as we're approaching that edge. You want to have your knees bent, ready to explode up in to that tail stall. Once you get up to the edge, you're going up over that edge, you're snapping into it, and your upper body is then going to shift back into that tail stall, point back down to drop in. Up and turn that body. There we go. You want to get into this position, and then once you get here, obviously just go to the ride. Every time you ride away from this, you want to have your body extremely low, so you have all that balance and all that stability as you're riding away and you're dropping. You might slide out, you might have a little shuffle out. You have to harness that. You have to just let the good times flow. Ride away from that. Breathe out when you do this. Remember, always on the exhale, my friends. Don't freak out. Here we go. Pointing, looking, snapping the arm back, regular. Talking about a bailout pattern. You're going to start doing this on bigger and bigger ramps. I know that you might get nervous sometimes. There might be some air. It's going to look like this. Let's do it in motion. Coming up. Commit. Remember, anytime we go frontside on that knee slide, we're putting our back hand on that coping and pushing away with one step right down to those pads. With these tricks, you never want to try them cold. Even myself, I've done this trick thousands and thousands of times in my life. Even hundreds of times this year already. I want to be ready and warmed up when I get out there and I start trying brand new tricks. Don't start trying brand new tricks cold, my friends. It never ends the way you want it to. You want to, again, ride away in 3 tries, not 300. You know what's up. That's the frontside rolling drop-in. Go learn it, master it. Every skate park you go to, get warmed up with it. It's a great trick. Make it your friend. Ram it down.